If I asked you about the most famous painting you've ever heard of in your life, whether you care about art or not, your answer would simply be the Mona Lisa. The painting of a calm woman sitting there, observing everything around her. Her eyes seem to follow you wherever you go. It's full of details. No matter where you stand, you'll feel like she's watching you. Her eyes move toward you quietly, looking at you the same way you're looking at her. And she has that strange smile, creepy to some, comforting to others. Even though her smile is completely silent, it feels like it says 1,000 words. The Mona Lisa is one of the most mysterious paintings ever, filled with secrets. There's a lot of debate about it. Do her eyes really move? And if they do, how can a painting made of colours on a surface have eyes that move left and right? And most importantly, why is this painting so famous that you, your friends, and your family all know its name? And by the way, what does Mona Lisa even mean? Hi, I'm Youssef, and this episode of Midnight Questions will answer the question, why do the Mona Lisa's eyes follow you? And before we start, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss our upcoming videos. If you don't know what Mona Lisa means or why it's called that, let me tell you, Mona in Italian means lady, and Lisa is the name of the woman in the painting. So together it means Lady Lisa. Now, who is this woman and why is she so famous? The Mona Lisa was painted by Leonardo da Vinci in the 16th century, a very long time ago. The reason behind its fame comes down to several factors. The first reason is the new painting style that Da Vinci introduced. He painted the woman in a unique way, combining a side view and a front view at the same time in a single portrait. This created a sense of depth and made the painting feel almost three-dimensional. At the time, most paintings were flat. Artists used to draw people from only one side. But when you compare those paintings to the Mona Lisa, you feel like the Mona Lisa is alive, full of life and realism. Da Vinci's technique changed the world of art, and many artists followed his approach afterward. He also used a special colouring technique that was new at the time. In the painting, you won't find clear, sharp lines. Instead, the colours blend smoothly into each other, creating soft transitions. But that's not all. The painting is full of strange and fascinating details. Da Vinci turned it into a world of mystery and visual illusions. Let's start with her smile. The Mona Lisa's calm smile has confused people for centuries. There's something strange about it. If you're happy when you look at her, her smile seems joyful. If you're sad, her smile feels sad, as if it reflects your own emotions. But the most famous feature is her eyes. First, let's make one thing clear. Her eyes don't actually move. The effect comes from the way Da Vinci painted the portrait. He created an illusion where her gaze is directed within a certain angle, around 30 degrees. What does that mean? If you stand directly in front of the painting, her eyes appear to look straight at you. If you move slightly to the side and look again, it still feels like she's looking at you. This happens because of the depth and perspective used in the painting. However, if you move beyond that angle, her eyes will no longer seem to follow you. So the idea that her eyes are chasing you everywhere isn't exactly true, but the effect itself is still amazing. For the first time, instead of us only looking at a painting, it feels like the painting is looking back at us. One day, the Mona Lisa was displayed in the Louvre Museum in Paris, and everything was normal. Visitors were coming and going as usual, but on August 22nd, 1911, people discovered something shocking. The Mona Lisa was gone. The painting had been stolen. France was in shock, and the painting disappeared for 2 whole years. No one knew where it was. Later, the truth was revealed. An Italian worker named Vincenzo, who worked at the museum, took advantage of a day when the museum was closed. He removed the painting from its frame, wrapped it in his clothes, and walked out without anyone noticing. He hid it in an apartment for 2 years. When he returned to Italy, he contacted an artist named Alfredo Gheri and tried to sell him the painting. He claimed that Italy had the right to own it because Leonardo da Vinci was Italian. But Alfredo reported him to the police, and Vincenzo was arrested. The painting was recovered and temporarily kept in Italy. Eventually, after negotiations between Italy and France, the Mona Lisa was returned to France and placed back in the Louvre. this time behind bulletproof glass. There are also many theories about who the woman in the painting really is. Some say she was Leonardo's mother. Others believe she was just a fictional character. There's even a theory that the Mona Lisa is actually Leonardo da Vinci himself, with altered features. But the most widely accepted theory is that she was Lisa Gherardini, the wife of a merchant named Francesco del Giocondo. He asked Da Vinci to paint her portrait to celebrate the birth of their child. Da Vinci worked on the painting for years, but he never delivered it to them. Instead, he took it with him to France for unknown reasons. Over time, the painting became part of the French royal collection, and eventually it ended up in the Louvre Museum. And here's one last detail you might not have noticed. The Mona Lisa is wearing a very thin, transparent veil over her head, something that was common among noble women at the time. You probably didn't notice it before. But next time you see the painting, take a closer look. That was our first episode of Midnight Questions, where we answer the questions that keep you awake at night. So, what questions are on your mind? Write them in the comments below. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and share. If you're new, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. See you in the next episode.